Hey there folks, this is Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Welcome back to another beautiful day here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. And you'll notice
Mrs. Stoney Ridge is back.
Yeah, somebody's back. So we're down here by the Stoney Ridge Falls. That's what's in between us right there, that big pretty rock. And we want to talk to you guys a little bit about what's going on. And you know, we lived apart. First of all, welcome to the video. And today is going to be us talking a little bit, and we're going to go get some work done. We've got some gates to hang. I've got 3 gates that I need to get hung on the other side of the farm here so we can get the cows moved over to some great stockpile forage. It's like knee deep to her. It's like that deep. So lots of forage over there for the cows. This is going to be a little bit different video. So without further ado, cue the intro. Alright guys, so here we are on the Stoney Ridge Farm, and Mrs. Stoney Ridge is back. I'm not going to do all the talking today. It's going to be Mrs. Stoney Ridge too. First of all, you know, what we really need to discuss is that starting a farm and a homestead and an undertaking like this is stressful. So the stress that I endured was mostly building the farm, and Mrs. Stoney Ridge's stress. So let's just take it from the start here. We got together, we met at work, which is not the best place to meet people, just so you know. We met at work about 10 years ago, almost 11 years ago, and little did I know Mrs. Stoney Ridge was getting ready to go back to school to get her master's degree. So she went to school, and I lived in one town, which is about an hour north of the town where she lived, and got her master's degree in Charlotte, North Carolina. So fast forward a little while later, again on date 1, what did I say?
Date number 1, he sat down and said, I want a woman I can move to the country with and have a family with and live a wholesome life. And
yeah,
I thought, well, that sounds nice.
It was nice, and it is nice, and it's still nice.
That's wonderful.
However, I think we both lost a little bit of sight of, well, sight of what?
I think I lost sight of the big picture of what it was all about. I think, you know, I thought maybe marriage was rainbows and butterflies and we should always get along and it should be great. And when we disagreed, he'd always tell me it's not the end of the world, sweetheart, but I would feel like it was. And yeah, I think I lost sight of the big picture when we would have disagreements. We've talked about this. Our communication styles are very different. I'm certainly an introvert and he's a bit more of the extrovert of us. And I think we just needed to work on communicating with each other more appropriately. And I lost sight of what it was all about, this good, wholesome life that we've created together. And it hasn't been easy. It's been hard at times, and it's been wonderful at times, and it's been a challenge at times. And we just lost sight of partnership and doing everything together and getting through everything together. And
this is the most I've ever heard you talk. Wow, and you guys too, if you follow the channel. You know, we've gone from 0 to 500,000 followers almost in 4.5 years here. And a lot of people really, I think a lot of you guys probably, we live our lives personally with you. And when you saw No More Mrs. Stoney Ridge in the videos, and then you heard she doesn't live here anymore, you know, I had nothing bad to say. I think we both lost sight of the bigger picture, which was we both kind of stopped being nice to each other. And that's it. And I think you guys, some of you guys, are probably suffering through that right now. Especially when you have stressors, when you have the children. We don't have any children. When you buy a huge piece of land like this, and you move from 1/3 of an acre in town that had a big, beautiful garden and honeybees and just had a whole ecosystem in the backyard, and I moved out here and tried to take it to the next level. Well, the next level By the way, are you offended by this shirt?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
I
just so
wear
you
it
know.
at times too.
Yeah, this is actually Mrs. Stoney Ridge's image right here. So,
Working on
anyhow,
that.
we just lost touch, and we lost touch of who we were to each other, and we just kind of started being mean to each other. And that meanness led into trust issues with both of us, and it led into just problems. We couldn't go out and do something together without just wanting to choke each other. And you'll see that on a lot of YouTube channels. You'll see a lot of families and a lot of husbands and wives really interacting well and working together well. You'll see the ones where obviously she's the boss and she's running the show, or obviously he's the boss and he's running the show. But again, it's not about who's the boss and who's running the show. It's about the show. It's about this. It's about this place. This place did not look like it looks right now because we didn't know how to work together. But somehow we pushed each other apart.
No, and what this place has become is absolutely incredible. And I think I started working hard at work and away from the farm, and you were working hard here and on the channel and sharing it with everyone. And we both needed to come back to working hard together and working hard on the farm and what really means something. And that's our family, and that's the farm. And little did I know we were going to get to share it with all of y'all, and that's sharing the dream and the experience with everybody and each other and enjoying each other. So
yeah, not being mean to each other.
And not being mean to each other. And we've
being
talked,
nice and being honest and being upfront. And I don't know if you ever have to worry about me being upfront.
No, I tell them every day. That's one of the reasons I fell in love with you, is I know exactly where I stand, and you will always be honest and transparent with everyone. And
try to be.
yes,
best I can.
Most definitely.
But we just want to let you guys know that, you know, it's not all peaches and cream, and we had our troubles, and we're working through our troubles. And I think both of us would agree that life is not worth living apart. So either we're going to kill each other trying to work it out,
We got this. We will figure this
or
out.
we're going to work it out. So
No,
you know,
it isn't. I mean, I know I felt lost without you. I felt lost without this farm and the land that we've created, and I couldn't imagine any other life. I couldn't imagine living anywhere else. And
yeah, I sank into a bit of a depression. I'm a upbeat guy. I'm a go guy, build guy, and you could probably see it on the channel if you follow the YouTube channel closely, that I kind of went down a slippery slope of depression. I felt sad. I was angry at things. I was hurt. I was disappointed. Nobody wants to fail, but sometimes farming is failing. Sometimes building something like this is failing. Sometimes people say I break stuff a whole lot. You know, we broke this. We put it together, and we broke it. And the lessons that I think the best take-home lesson, and I'm going to let you answer what your best take-home lesson is too, but I think the best take-home lesson is be kind to each other. I'm a stickler for it has to be this way or it's not right. Be kind to each other. Sometimes bite your tongue when you want to say something. Think about what you say before you say it.
how you say
Be
it.
humble, and being kind, I think, is the best piece of advice that anybody could ever give. And we hope everything's going to work out and everything's going to be great. I hope it will, don't you?
Well, absolutely. And
If it
I mean,
doesn't work out,
we
you
even
know.
had our tiff today, and it's things that we have to work on and communicate. And again, like you said, the take-home message is, but it's how you come across. I mean, you can get your point across to me with being kind, and I can get my point across with listening and more appropriately. And we've talked about kind of putting each other in check every now and again. If I feel like you're being, rude or not kind, I put you in check and just remind you how much I love you. And we're both here for the same goal, and the most important thing is our marriage and our friendship and getting back to what that truly means.
Yep.
And for me, I want to thank everyone. I thank all of y'all's support and thoughts and prayers for being there, especially for him, for us, when he was going through COVID and all that. It's been a very, very challenging couple months for both of us, and I just really appreciate all of y'all being there for us, and especially him through all of this. So
It's been rough.
it's been a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the challenge today is for you to give me a hug and for us to go hang some gates. So hopefully we're going to get over here and at least get one gate hung today. Have you ever hung a gate?
I have not, but I'm about to learn.
Okay, so you think about this and all the work that gets done on the farm, and you guys ask a whole lot. why isn't Mrs. Stoney Ridge in the video? Why isn't Mrs. Stoney Ridge here? Why isn't she there? Because I'm working from home and she's working from the hospital, and that's it. So she's not here a lot of times because she's working a 12-hour shift. She works in a midday shift, so that's why. That's it. And we try to bring it together as much as we possibly can and have us both interacting, but we're not big-time baller YouTubers like my wife doesn't have to work or whatever, man. We have goals. We want to build our home. We want to build the shop. We want to have fun toys and enjoy the four-wheeler, enjoy the waterfall, you know, and get the tools that we need to get things done, the tractors, the stuff like that. So obviously she earns income and I earn income. I have my own business. She works at the hospital. It's great. Mrs. Stoney Ridge will have her, now she's not going to be like a medical doctor, but she will have her doctorate very soon. When?
Come in May. I'm almost done.
Come in May. So supported her all the way through.
You did.
All the way through all of this. If we can do that together, I think we can go hang a gate together without killing each other.
No, I think we can handle it, and we've tackled a lot of stuff these past year and years, and it's
she's wanted to choke me.
Together.
You ever wanted to choke me?
No, just
come on.
Sternly hug you.
Don't fake. Yeah, sternly hug my throat.
No.
You wanted to choke me, and I wanted to. We both wanted to go at each other, you know. And
just knock some sense into you.
Dude, that's what marriage is about. I think marriage is about disagreements, but being able to work through disagreements. And I think earlier we talked about this. Here's a disagreement in your marriage is like this. You can't make this be this big.
Right.
If every time this comes around, this big is what we talk about, then we'll never solve anything. And we have to fix things. You have to build a home brick by brick by brick. You have to build a marriage and a life together brick by brick by brick. Or disagreement by disagreement by disagreement, or adjustment.
But you have to learn and grow from it, right? You can't just sit and ponder on it and not learn from it, not grow from it. And that's something I needed to work on for sure. And
you got to live life like an elephant. You have to remember everything that you did in the past. Therefore, hopefully, you don't screw up the future and you know where the good water holes are.
Fair enough. I like it.
Or where the good wives are.
Yeah.
All right.
The only
guys, we're going to get busy. We're going to go get to work, hanging a little gate. We might do a little chit-chatting with you while we're hanging the gate, but we're going to have some fun. The sun's going down, beautiful Appalachia here.
Beautiful day.
Oh, man, it's been nice. And we're down here by the creek where there's no wind, so there might be a little bit of wind here in a minute. But I'm glad to have you back. She's been back for 3 weeks now. We were apart for 6 months. Stressful time. She couldn't sleep. All I could do was sleep. I was just, and it was the most miserable time. The most miserable time being apart. What do you think?
I agree. It was horrible. It was the most horrible time of my entire life, and I just hope we will work on this and we will learn and we will grow from this. But I couldn't imagine life without him and without all of this. And
we're gonna make it happen.
We've got this.
And neither one of us like to fail at anything.
That's true.
We had to. I think the 6 months apart did us good. I think it's going to do us good in ways. It's obviously done us good because we're back together here. And what you guys don't know, and we can just go on and be upfront about this, we split up how many times?
5 times. That was number 6.
That was number 6. So 5 times. What you didn't know was going on in the background, and this is personal, this is our personal lives, is that we split up that many times. Completely moved out.
Yeah.
All of our things moved out. Completely. 5 times. If that doesn't show you, 5 times. Aren't you glad to be back?
I'm very grateful to be back.
You don't have to be grateful. Just be glad.
Very glad to be back.
You know, we have to work together.
Find my heart and soul again. And
we don't want to make it number 6. This was coming back. This is the 6th time you came back.
Final time. That's it.
That's it.
Can't get rid of me now.
That's it. Yeah, she's got a chain at the door. So every night I wake up wrapped up in chains. So does she. I guess. That's the old ball and chain. I wake up wrapped up in this chain. Guys, thank you so much for joining us here on the Stoney Ridge Farm today. Just wanted to share with you that everything's not peaches and cream. And now you know why we split up. Basically, say it. Why did we split up, basically?
Just disagreements, poor
Being
communication.
Mean?
We were
mean
mean
to each other.
We
Totally.
loved each other, but we forgot how to be nice to each other.
Yeah. you can have your wife or your husband can be your best friend, but eventually at some point you're gonna get sick of and tired of it. And if you guys that have that perfect marriage, no, I love my husband and every move he makes and everything he does.
We're calling BS.
We're calling BS, man. We're calling BS. Okay, we all have troubles. We all have troubles, and this is just real life. And it's our pleasure to come here and share it with you. And we're gonna go work on fences. All right.
Let's do it.
So if we don't get to say bye before it's dark, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it.
We both really appreciate all of y'all, and we're so excited to share the rest of our journey with y'all.
Yep.
So.
If you're not following the channel, you don't think this is real, this is real. This is as real as it gets. And sometimes it's a slap in a not so comfortable area.
It's a good way to put it.
Yep. All right. Thanks, guys. We're going to go put up some gates. So we've got our tools all gathered up here. And what we've got to do, this is a 16-foot gate opening. I'll explain it to you. The gate's sitting right there. These are our steel posts. This is Farm Fence Solutions goodies right here. Tornado wire with steel post. All this stuff is welded in. So these fence post braces, if you're interested in this stuff, go down into the ground. This is a 10-foot post. That's a, I believe, a 10-footer going that way, and there's a 6-foot stubby driven in the ground there, and they're welded tight right here. So you've got a really, really tight brace to pull. This wire, this pull right here goes all the way from that post clear down there, up around the corner, and all the way to the end over there. So it's like, I'm gonna say 330-foot rolls of wire. Now, over here, here's the way our gate hangers have to be situated. Whoa, that sun's bright. Our gate hangers need to be situated, the top one down, the bottom one up. So that's how it has to be. And that's what we're gonna do. So we gotta make this a level gate. And the way we make it level is by screwing in and out with our gate hangers right here. So let's get busy. Getting our gate. It's a little bit heavy for a little lady like you, huh? There you go. Yeah, gotta get your workout on. Somebody said, Josh, you look too fat. You done got, how'd you get so fat? Brother, this ain't fat. This is man, boy. Woo! All right, yeah, you can walk down as long as you hold the gate up. Clean it off a little bit. These gates have been sitting over here for about 4 months, something like that. First thing we gotta do is we'll turn this up out of the way and we'll give it a test. We gotta loosen this nut right here and slide this little piece up. Give you a little detail on gate hanging, and we'll get busy. We're gonna turn this guy up. There we go. We will remove the 9/16, just so it's loose, just like that, so I can move it up and down. A little looser, there we go. And then we'll hang the gate up here, and we'll turn this down and lift this up so it locks into position, and we'll check level on the gate. Wait, careful. All right, up. Up, good. Release. Want to check the level?
Yep.
We're going to be in the center of the gate. See if it's level.
That's more.
Lift up on the gate down here for me. Just lift up just a little bit. Give it. Get it. There you go. I think we're good. First gate done. It doesn't take long to hang a gate, guys. And it also doesn't take long to open a gate. Every gate on the farm, come on up here, Mrs. Stoney Ridge. You live here too. Every gate on the farm has a lock on it. Be sure you lock your gates to keep your livestock in. Locks can be cut, I know. Chains can be cut, I know, but you're providing another barrier. So gate number 1 took what, how many minutes? 3?
Oh, maybe 3, yeah.
Yeah, 2 more gates to go.
Let's do it.
Flex the muscles for us.
Oh.
Don't drop the gate. You put them down there.
Okay.
Okay, and then when you lift up, it'll be at a good working height for you.
Okay.
Not up here.
Yep.
It'll be easier.
Let's do
Work
it.
the abs.
I'm working them.
Up. That off.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay.
just a little look at this down here. See how it's lined up with the gate right there?
Yes.
So it's a little bit off.
Yep.
I'll check the other side.
Okay.
Lift up.
Okay.
Okay, down. Hold it in the center of the gate.
Okay.
Okay. So it's more about, it's a little bit about level, and it's also a little bit about aesthetics, okay? So right now we know this gate is just a little bit off level. However, we're a little bit on a hill. So we want the aesthetic. I'll pull this over here and show you. We want the aesthetic. Boy, that sun's bright. The sun is going down. Look at that. We're gonna ride off into the sunset, honey. See that? All right, so the aesthetic is, we want, if you'll step just a little bit that way, maybe. We want the same distance between here at the top and at the bottom. So that's the aesthetic we're looking for right here. So we're pretty darn close. I think we're good to go, about a half a bubble off of level. Good. I've been accused of being a half a bubble off of level.
The girls are mooing. They're excited to get over here.
Guys, this is the pasture with all of the grass that the cows are gonna go nuts for, so super excited. I think we're gonna say bye at this point because we gotta go back down the woods, down on the creek.
Finish up a few more fences.
That's
and
it.
hang in some gates, and the girls are mooing. They're excited to get over here.
And she's excited too. You hungry?
Well, maybe not for grass, but I'm hungry for dinner.
Burgers, cheeseburger. Guys, thanks a lot for joining us today on the Stoney Ridge Farm. I appreciate it. Now you know the story. We're working together. We're doing our very best, and we thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye. Woo!
Down to the Stoney Ridge, bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge.
Hey, do you want beans for supper? Yeah, man. Whoa,
That means you
beans.
fart all night.
Yeah, you don't want beans for supper because, yeah, it's gassy. There's your blooper. Yeah, you like bloopers?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Does this shirt offend you?
No.
This is a joke,
it ain't
guys.
right.
This is a joke. If it ain't tight, it ain't right. It's about farm fence and farm fence solutions.
It's got to be right.
That's it, man. That's the solution to your farm fence. Get it tight. Right?
Woo!
There you go.